Hi Virgo, welcome to your love reading for May 2017. You have a interesting reading, and if you're wondering how do I know, well, let me show you something before we start the reading. So you have the Two of Coins at the bottom of this deck, and then at the bottom of this deck, this is when properly shuffled, you have the Two of Pentacles. So you have kind of like a double message here. I always look, when I properly shuffle the deck, I always look at the bottom to see if it's the same card or a similar energy, because I always feel like I should share that. It's a message for you. So you have the Two of Coins. So I feel like the main message they want you to know right away is that you have choices. Like you have to decide. It could be right now that you're having to make a decision between your partner and your career, or maybe you're choosing between partners. I feel like in the month of May, like you're being pushed to make a decision. Now, not only that, we haven't even gotten into the reading yet. You have jumping cards from this deck, and this is what you had. These two cards jumped right away. You have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So the Five of Swords, this is kind of, a red flag message of make the right decisions. So considering what you have right here, I feel like when making decisions in the month of May, make sure that they're really kind of aligned with what the truth is. The Ace of Swords, to me, this represents truth. It represents clarity. It could be that in the month of May, you're making a completely different decision about your love life than you thought. But the Five of Swords can be that energy of, getting something you thought you wanted and it doesn't make you happy at all. And this could be a relationship that you thought you wanted, and then it turns out this person is not for your highest good, or it could be that you thought that you didn't want this person in your life, and then it turns out that you're absolutely in love with them. Or it could be the other way around with your partner. I just kind of feel like, there's an interesting message here. Repeating cards already. We haven't even started the reading of two, possibly two people, two outcomes. It can also represent instability. Like you have to have some sense of stability in your relationship and your marriage. Okay, so I'm going to turn them over now. We're going to start the reading. We're going to start with this deck, and I'm going to get 9 cards for you. Okay, so this is the love reading for the sign of Virgo for May 2017. The first card that you have, Virgo, is the Five of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Virgo, May 2017. The Sun. Love reading for Virgo, May 2017. The Queen of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Virgo, May 2017. The Four of Cups. Love reading for Virgo for May 2017. You have the Queen of Coins. Love reading for Virgo for May 2017. And here it is again. This is, this is a persistent message for you. It's popped up again. That was at the bottom of the deck. Then you have the Ace of Wands. Love reading for Virgo, May 2017. You also have the Four of Coins. And then the final card, it's a Six of Cups. Okay, so the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for May. And you have the Star. So the Star does represent your hopes and wishes being granted. It also represents a lot of guidance around you. And we will see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. Okay, so interesting messages that you have here. They were interesting even before I pulled the cards. Let's take it one card at a time. So you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups does represent, emotional pain. It tells me that there's some sadness, and this is being repeated by the Four Cups, which is right beneath it. So I feel like, there's a sense of unhappiness here. And the Five of Cups, this does come up when perhaps a relationship has been lost. There's been some type of disappointment, or maybe somebody they didn't turn out to be the person that you thought they were, or you're just kind of unhappy with your relationship or your love life. And what's interesting is that, this is such kind of a sad energy, focusing on some type of loss where you can't really shake it off. You can't forget about the person. You can't forget that you're hurt. You're having trouble healing. But you have this really positive message from the Sun. It is a major arcana, and this does represent happiness. It represents positive energy, a positive outcome. So I feel like if some of you have lost a partner, where this person either divorced you or they broke up with you, I feel like there's a possibility of this person returning, because I do see the past here. But I also see a water sign. You have the Queen of Cups. So this could be, male or female, water sign, sun, moon, or rising, that brings happiness back into your life. I just kind of feel like somebody is in this energy of just kind of unhappiness and just kind of like everything is just blah, and to the point where you're just kind of going through the motions. Happiness awaits you here, and this is not just happiness. This is the most positive card in the major arcana. You can be immensely happy. This is a ray of sunshine coming into your life, and this could be someone who's a water sign that you just have to let them in. With the star being here as the main energy, your wishes are being granted. So even if you went through a disappointment, a loss, I feel like there's somebody new coming in. Now, if you're already coupled, and this energy here, this unhappiness, it could be that, you and your partner are separated. Maybe somebody has moved out, or they're just kind of emotionally distant. This is, kind of focusing on that. Like you can't forget that, things are not perfect. I see things turning around for you. The Sun does guarantee a positive outcome no matter what, challenging energies are in the spread. So this is telling me wherever it is that you maybe are miserable, there's a lot of sadness, there will be a positive outcome. There's a lot of positive energy around this relationship. And the water sign here, this can be your partner. Like I said, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This is a water sign. Now, over here on the second row, you have the Four of Cups. So this does represent, again, that message of not quite being fulfilled. So, and it's right next to your energy because you have the Queen of Coins here. So this can be, this is an earth sign, you're an earth sign, male or female. You have a message here that you are not, there's something wrong. There's something that you feel is kind of missing in your life. You're not completely happy. You feel like, you almost kind of feel like just, you'd rather be on your own and just kind of daydream, or you just want to be on your own with the Four of Cups. You're starting to just withdraw into yourself. But also something's not clicking when it comes to relationships. You don't quite click, either with your partner or if you're single, with anyone that you meet. And then you have this repeating message. Remember that this card was at the bottom of this deck, and then had the same message from this deck, and here it is again. I feel like Virgo, they want you to know that you have to make a decision. You have choices. For those who are single, I feel like you have choices that you're not making. I feel like there could be two options for you. One of them could be, another earth sign, but one of them could also be a water sign. I feel like this person could bring you a lot of happiness, but it could be that you're in a place where you're just, you're just kind of focusing on the fact that you're just not happy and you're just bored with everything. But for those who are already coupled, again, I just, this card represents having to choose between two things, two people, two outcomes. I feel like something has to be done about, this energy from the Four and the Five of Cups. It's like the elephant in the room here. The Four and the Five of Cups. There's a sense of unhappiness here. It's kind of hard to tell what it is in a general reading that's going to be viewed by thousands of people. It could also be that in the marriage, this is what I said when they were at the bottom of the deck, that in your marriage or in your relationship, there's not a lot of stability. This could be someone that comes and goes. That would definitely, bring on this energy of unhappiness and just, feeling like throwing in the towel. This can be, a partner that doesn't really commit. This is not a stable relationship. This is kind of a wishy-washy energy if it's not a choice. And I kind of feel like, this is what surrounds you. This is you right here. There's a sense of unhappiness and either a choice or a relationship that is not stable. It's like somebody is there one day and then they're not. or they say one thing and do another. But I feel like, you know, with the sun being here, there can be a positive outcome to this. You can still be happy, but I feel like, you know, the majority of you have decisions that you have to make. You have to choose what you're going to do here. And part of what's available to you is right here, the Ace of Wands, a new life. And I feel like for some of you, I mean, the bottom row like tells it all for those who are already coupled, right here. A brand new life awaits you, and this means that you can start over fresh. And I feel like, you know, this message is for those of you where you kind of feel like you have definitely just had enough of somebody in your life, in a relationship. Like you don't even feel like working on that relationship anymore. You can start over. You have the Ace of Wands telling you that you can have an entirely new life. You can wipe the slate clean and start over. Or, you know, there's a strong message right here in both of these cards. You can choose to hold on to what you have out of fear. That's the energy of the Four of Coins. This is just like, I'm not budging, I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to hold on to what I have so that I don't end up empty-handed. Yet there's a new beginning that's available to you if you want it. You also have the Six of Cups. This is the past. So, you know, this tells me that the situation that you're in, maybe you've been in a relationship for years or you've been married for years. For some of you, it's hard to kind of, you know, let that go. Like I said, this is not going to be for everyone. But I kind of feel like there's a strong, you know, energy here from the past. The Six of Cups represents someone from the past, issues from the past, emotional baggage, you know, that could be preventing you from just starting over. Now, not everyone's going to be moving in a new direction. Some of you will, some of you won't. This can be a fresh start for your relationship. I mean, I've seen all this fire. I just kind of feel like, you know, you're detoxing your relationship. I definitely see that there's some unhappiness going on here. Like someone is seriously not happy. It could be that neither one of you are, but this is a clean slate. You can definitely start over, but I feel like you can't play it safe. You can't hold on to something out of fear. And there's definitely, you know, things from the past that need to be healed with the Four of Cups being here. Sorry, the Six of Cups. This could be emotional baggage, things, you know, arguments from the past that keep getting recycled. You thought you healed them, and then here they come again. The Six of Cups, this is just like the past resurfacing again. I think this card's come up for like every sign I've done so far. I feel like couples, like you, there's work to do. There's definitely a positive outcome, and the main energy telling you that, you know, your wish will come true with the Star. There's a lot of guidance on what to do in this relationship. You know, where there could also be material things that are keeping you together with the Four of Coins. Where it's not just, you know, you may say it's not just about, you know, my marriage. I have to think about our business together, or, you know, the fact that I'm a stay-at-home mom or dad. I feel like there could be financial issues because the Four of Coins is a very kind of material card. Again, there could also be a strong bond, you know, with the Six of Cups. This could also be children, that you're holding on to the relationship because of your children. There's just a fresh start available for you here with the Ace of Wands. For those who are single, again, like, you can start over. I feel like for those who are single, I definitely feel your pain. This could be because of things from the past. I mean, here it is. Emotions from the past are not allowing you to move forward. I feel like you have to make a decision in the month of May. You're either going to act or you're not going to act. You're not going to move forward. You're going to continue to stay in the energy of the Four of Coins where you're just playing it safe. But that's not bringing you any happiness. Not with the Four and the Five of Cups being here. Remember that you can have the relationship that you want. Something is available to you in the month of May. Okay, so let's see what other messages come up for you from this deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for May 2017? You have the Ace of Coins. What messages are there for the sign of Virgo for May 2017? You have the Chariot. Love reading for Virgo, May 2017. And the Ten of Coins. Okay. So, let me just move the camera a little bit so you can see everything. Okay, so you have another new beginning here. Now, I noticed that you have the Ace of Wands. So you also have the Ace of Coins. So these are two new beginnings. So again, if you're single and you've been single for a long time, there's a chance of you finding a romantic partner this month, where you are very blessed with this energy of the Ace of Coins. You could be very lucky. But not only that, look at what you have down here. You have this message from the Ten of Coins. This is, a relationship, but not just a relationship. This could be someone that can be a romantic partner to you, your life partner. This is not just a marriage. This is a sense of stability. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of the reading with regards to the Two of Coins, that if this is not a choice, this is something that's not stable at all. This is someone that comes and goes. It's off, it's on. It's someone who's just wishy-washy. And you're kind of having to do a lot of explaining as far as like why the person's not here. We're taking some time apart. That kind of thing. There is, the possibility here of something stable. Okay, so I just thought I would mention that. Let's go ahead and just look at these three cards. So you have the Ace of Coins. So again, a new beginning, single or coupled. This means that you could be very blessed by some of the changes that are happening in your love life. The Ace of Coins, it represents not just a new beginning, but just, you're just suddenly blessed by all these, different changes that come into your life. And that's pretty important next to the Chariot. The Chariot does represent movement, and it's right next to the Two of Coins, which means, make a decision. For those of you that there's just the need to move forward. The Chariot means big changes. This is a major arcana. So I feel like in the month of May, there can be huge movement. There can be a lot of movement in your love life, single or coupled. A lot of positive movement. This can even be travel. Some of you may be traveling to see someone special, or someone may be traveling to see you. But for those of you already coupled, this just means that there's finally movement in the right direction in your love life. This also is the Victory card. So again, if you have been in this kind of wishy-washy energy where we're together, we're not together, they moved out, they moved in, we're off, we're on. There is this message of stability, but also victory. And I feel like for those who are already coupled, like, this is kind of a reassurance that your relationship is secure. Even if things do not look positive, even if you kind of feel like this, the Two of Coins definitely describes your relationship where things, are off and on and your partner is wishy-washy. This represents a stable marriage and a lot of abundance as well. And that's important because I was kind of picking up here that for some of you, what's keeping you together could be something financial. This could be, that you own properties together, or that, that your partner provides some type of financial security that you don't want to put on the line. But I see here, I see a lot of changes, and I feel like something that was not very stable suddenly is kind of turned around. But I feel like there's definitely some type of decision that you have to make. And for those who are single, this is a time where you have to kind of decide. I feel like there's somebody here, this water sign that can bring you a lot of happiness. They're bringing a new beginning into your life. And you kind of have to decide, how much longer do I want to dwell maybe on the past, on an old relationship. It's going to be up to you. Okay, so let's move on to the next deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Virgo for May 2017? You have the Five of Pentacles. Love reading for Virgo for May 2017. The Ten of Cups. Love reading for Virgo, May 2017. The Empress. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is an energy of, I've had enough. It's a card of, it's a message of exhaustion and just kind of being really kind of fed up and ready to give up on something or someone. Okay, so you also have this message from the Five of Pentacles. As it is, you already have this message here from the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, kind of telling me that there's an unhappy energy around you, around your love life. The Five of Pentacles is telling me that you're kind of, you're starting to feel, let's start with those who are single. There's a positive, it may start off kind of sad, but there is a really positive message here. For those who are single, I feel like, you had the Two of Pentacles from both decks, because they're saying, like, wake up. Like, you have options that you don't realize. The Five of Pentacles does represent loneliness. It represents feeling kind of shut out, feeling like you're not quite connecting with anyone that you meet. Kind of, the same energy from the Four of Cups. You feel like something's missing, like with everyone that you meet. You feel lonely. You're feeling unhappy, but you feel like something's missing from every relationship. And then here, you're just kind of feeling like you're different. Every time you meet somebody, like, you don't click. You're very different. And you're starting to feel the loneliness. But there is a message here of a relationship. So you have the Ten of Cups and you have the Ten of Coins. So the Ten of Cups is telling you there can be, this is possibly a marriage, children, but a partner that brings you a lot of happiness. This can be your happily ever after. But first, there's the need to do something about the way that you're feeling, the sadness that I see in this reading, and loneliness, and just kind of dwelling on something. You have the Empress as well. So this is telling me that, you have the Empress and the Sun, two of the most positive cards in the major arcana, that there is a lot of happiness waiting for you, for those who are single, and for those who are coupled. This represents, love, and happiness, and children, and financial abundance. Everything is there. I just kind of feel like there's a need to kind of, for those who are coupled, bring things out in the open. You have this message here that somebody is just kind of feeling fed up and exhausted. There's a need. I just realized at the bottom of this card there was a Five of Wands, which is very similar. I don't ever do that, but I couldn't help but mention that. Now, for those who are coupled, let me just focus on these three cards for you. I feel like, for those who are coupled, it's very similar. You feel that your partner is shutting you out in some way. And, that is what's bringing on this energy from the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups, where you're feeling very unhappy, and you're starting to kind of, you feel like, everything is just kind of feeling blah, and there's instability. This is, feeling shut out by someone. Somebody's not including you. Somebody maybe has cut you off emotionally, and this has really devastated you. I still see happiness surrounding you. You have the Ten of Cups. And like I said, you also have the Ten of Coins. So this is, a marriage, a confirmation that a marriage is solid. There could be some instability right now with the Two of Coins, but this is something that's solid. And with the Empress, this is just another confirmation that there's a lot of abundance around you. Not only, can this relationship maybe be healed? I feel like for some people, I have to go back and say, because I'm getting that message that for some of you, this may be too much. And for some of you, not everyone, it could be that there's just this message of an ending and a new beginning. The Ten of Wands, it just means like you've reached your boiling point where somebody has pushed you too far. They've pushed your buttons too much, and you're just not willing to do it anymore. You can't do it anymore. And not everyone's gonna, it's not gonna resonate with everyone, but I did get that message. I feel like for some of you, you're choosing this fresh start. Rather than continuing to work on whatever the heck's going on over here. Not everyone, but again, there will be a lot of happiness for you, for those who are choosing to start over. This is the energy of not having to settle, where you're not constantly having to compromise, and this is just having it all, love and financial stability. I'm just kind of seeing, the overall message. I just feel like Virgo, the main message for you this month is there's a lot of new beginnings around you. Whether you're single or you're coupled, there's new beginnings. There is movement. I see, things kind of moving forward for you with the Chariot. There's positive energy with the Sun. But there's also something from the past, and there's the sense of unhappiness. I just feel like you need to kind of set yourself free in order to move forward. There's so much happiness that awaits you. Again, with the star being here, your wishes, they're kind of being offered to you. I know that sounds kind of strange. They're being offered to you. Do you want this? But I feel like for some of you, you may need to kind of, embrace these new beginnings and leave the past in the past. Don't play it safe. Okay, Virgo, this has been your love reading for May 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.